Hey everybody, it's Chronofahx, your time traveling kitsune, and welcome to the stream. And there we go. I almost forgot that I turned that off for something else. But that doesn't matter. Anyways, how you guys doing today? I'm doing pretty well myself, and yeah, I'm pretty excited to jump back into the post game for Pokemon Black. Before we do that, though, just a few quick rules about the stream. No bullying, no politics or religion. Just keep things to the game or to what's going on and what I'm talking about. And just try and keep things as chill as possible. Let's see. I don't believe there's anything else going on. I have no other, announcements to make, so... yeah, it's just kind of a easy breezy opening. I just kind of wanted to jump back into the game, so switch back over and game, can you thank you? All right, let's get into it. So actually, before anything else, I actually want to make a correction with the last stream. With the last Pokemon stream that I made, it was not the Deep Sea Tooth, it was the Deep Sea Scale that I got in the route north of Undella Town. And this thing, instead of evolving Clamperl into Huntail, instead evolves it into Gorbis. Just wanted to make that acknowledgement. And also, in between streams, I actually did go and I leveled everyone up to about level 54. I basically fought all the trainers that I skipped over in the previous routes, as well as challenge stuff in the big stadium and small courts, since those trainers have gotten a lot stronger since beating the league. So yeah, now they're a lot stronger and are more capable of taking on the challenges in the post game. With that, let's step out. Oh yeah, also I want to show off something real quick. I think I swapped. Yes, I swapped around some items and moves. So I gave Scuff the leftovers, which I got in the last stream, and I never went over what that is. It basically just recovers a small percentage of your health every turn. That doesn't sound terribly useful, but if you're a Pokemon that has really high HP or are tankier, this thing helps out a lot in survivability, making it impossible to withstand more and more attacks. And if you have moves like Substitute or something that basically negates damage, this can be a good health recovery over time. Alright, and then lastly, I think, yeah, I got Marina to forget Waterfall and retaught her Blizzard. Figured that would be pretty useful going forward. Alright, so I kind of want to start things off by going back up to the route to the north, because there was a whole bunch of items that I was skipping out on, and I wanted to go back and see if I can get more of them real quick. So yeah, again, I battled a lot of the trainers that I skipped over previously. So I want to go... no, not that way. I think I'm gonna go... I can see an item up there, so I probably would have wanted to go up those stairs. But for now, I want to run all the way back up kind of near where the Lacanosa town is. Also, I'm running low on max repels. I should probably be stocked soon. Plus, I also want to get my cutter so I can get that item. Because I know that's... I think somewhere on that road is an item I really want to get. I don't remember what it was, though. So I'm going to go into the PC and get out our cutter. Hey, little pants here. Long time no see. Alright, let's put Petrie into the box for now. And also, my little monkey, can you learn strength? Because that's another one that I probably should have. That's another HM I should probably have going forward. No, you cannot. Shoot. Maybe evolving you might do it. I'm sure I can probably farm Firestones soon, so maybe. Do I even have a Firestone? It's taking a while for me to get to it, if it is. Firestone? Wow, I actually don't have a Firestone. Well, that's surprising. Well, whatever. Let's cut down this pseudo-wudo looking tree. And what's this? An max ether. Okay, not bad. Alright, so I want to turn on my dowsing machine so I can be more aware of items around. And I never actually took this bridge down here. The Spingo looks like it lost its 3 grams on Route 13. Wish I could help it. Oh, I guess I never fought you. That's fine. Artist Zach. You're sending out a camera. Okay. Can't full switch out of this because camera up is ground type, so had to physically go in and switch to Marina. Alright, using earth power. Please, okay. Camera up is slow as molasses, so yeah. I should have no problem about speeding it and hopefully one-shotting it unless it has solid rock. Nope, we're good. I could not see your strength. Surprised I didn't get a level up on that, but whatever. See, a Razor Claw. I think that's an evolutionary item? Yes, well, as a regular hold item, it ups your holder's critical hit ratio, but it could also be used as an evolutionary item. Give this a Sneasel, and it could evolve into Weavile. And what's this? Oh, it's a little mail thing for the Wingle. Okay. So, go another max repel. And let's go down. Oh, need to turn on the dowsing machine. Alright, so there's an item up there, up above, it looks like. So I need to run around, and this is probably where... Oh, there's another instance where I can use cut. And what's this? An Electrolyzer. This allows you to evolve Electabuzz into Electivire by trading. If I had to make a guess, in white version, you're probably given the Magmarizer? That's just a guess. I don't know. But it seems about right. Alright. Oh, Marina. I know I literally just retaught you Blizzard earlier, but I'm gonna have to... You're gonna have to remember your strength. Marina learned strength. Good. Alright. Shove it out of the way. And what is up here? Tia! I knew there was something I wanted. TM29 Psychic. That is a 90 power special psychic type move that has a chance of lowering your opponent's special defense. It's basically a slightly stronger Shadow Ball. And Hanako can learn it. And let's forget Flame Burst for that. So now Hanako has a completely diversified move pool and can do a lot of hard counters a lot It gets a lot of different things. I'll make great use of that expert belt that I gave him. Tangela. I'm not feeling fighting. I don't feel like fighting, I think. There we go. 2 steps! Soul Rock. Your animation is really lazy. It's just literally moving and rotating the PNG around. There's like no animation to it. So then wait, how do I get up there then? Do I surf anywhere? Is that what I'm missing? Let me try surfing around. Well, first. Last max repel. Gotta make it count. Ooh, heart scale. Oh, nice, nice. Okay. Fell on my head. Okay, so got 2 out of the 3 grams. Just need to find the 3rd one somewhere around here. Oh, there we go. There's the 3rd one. All right, let's go up and talk to that girl with the wingle. Bicycle. Oh, I got your letters. Let me show you the wingle. All right, that's 1. Unless, did I just... Oh, something landed on the ground. TM89 U-turn. Already know that. Petrie already knows that move, but now I can freely reteach it whenever I need to. And actually, does anyone else in our party? Can anyone else learn that? Let's see. TM89. 89. U-turn. Can anyone else learn that? Nope. Okay. One step. Literally 1 step after the repel wore off. They were ready. They are always ready. All right. Made it through that, so let's go back to Undella Town. All right, spin around and down here. All right, so I will not let walking defeat me. Go up and first heal, and then I'll get my Petrie out. Because right now I want to go down the southern route. Because there are 2 other things I could do in Undella Town right now, but I can't do one of them, and the other one is I am not ready to take that on. Nope, not what. Oh, almost forgot. Biomax repels. But yeah, I do not want to deal with one of the other ones that I can do right now. One of the other things I can do in Undella Town. All right, max repels. Let's get 10 of these suckers. Alright, so let's go south. Oh, dowsing machine, because the beach is filled to the brim with items. And I think they're renewable items. Let's see. Stardust? Yeah, I think these are renewable. Are there any hard skills on this beach is the other question, because hard skills they matter more to me when it comes to renewable items in Undella. No, doesn't look like it. All right, Route 14, let's go. All right, so go. Oh, right, I still haven't put up the rappel. That's why. That's why I encountered. Cloud 9. An otherwise useless ability buffed by the fact that Gen 5 was were the Weather Wars. Oh boy. If you don't know what I'm referring to, a lot of competitive battles in Generation 5 revolved around weather effects. Alright, so I'm gonna put up my dowsing machine and then... Okay. Max Elixir. Nice. Heyo, Mr. Fisherman. Fisherman Sid sends out a barboach. Okay. Again, Gamechops is no use here, so instead, it would be risky to send Hanako out, even though Hanako does have Energy Ball. So instead, let's go Bond. Intimidated will lower its attack, and if it has Earthquake, that's doubly good. Future Sight. Alright, return. Critical, nice, good boy, good boy. Next up is Wish Cash. Just gonna hit the return again. Use Aqua Tail. Alright. Probably won't. Yeah, it didn't do that much damage. It took the Future Sight attack. And let's use return one more time, and hopefully that'll take it out. Yes, good. Oh, you still have more. All right. Oh, I already see your pattern. Okay. Yeah, these trainers usually have some kind of pattern to them if you pay attention. Like, sends out Corpfish, so Crawdont. Oh, no, you didn't follow the pattern I thought you were gonna follow. I thought you were gonna send out Crawdont. No, instead you were sending out Carnivana. Okay, play with my expectations. Good, good. I like surprises like that. Not like that though. Bongru level 55. Alright, so let's press forward. I'll have to come back with waterfalls soon. I think these are the last couple of waterfalls in the game. Let's see, Black Belt. I could probably, if you're not too much of a threat, I could probably just Volt Switch instantly to Hanako, since I just taught him Psychic. Yeah, I think a Volt Switch and go into Hanako. Because I don't think Primate have a Rock type move, I feel. So yeah, let's go into Hanako. Alright, you tried to use Thrash, we're good. Alright, hit it with a... Oh, you have a Dark type move. Okay, Alright. All right, next up, you're sending out Scrafty. Yeah, I'm gonna swap out. Yeah, let's go Petrie. Because there's not much I can do against Scrafty with Hanako. Since Dark negates Psychic. Please do not. Petrie, you had one job. Don't go into Defeatist. Alright, with Defeatist, let's see how I do. Wow, I still did half that thing's health. Well, I should really not underestimate my Pokemon. I really shouldn't. Alright, you know what? Scrafty on Scrafty. Especially considering that thing doesn't seem to have Moxie, so... it won't be an overwhelming advantage. Oh, it's trying to use Focus Punch. Okay. Well, this Brick Break will break its focus, meaning it won't actually attack. Yep, it lost its focus. We're good. Try it again, but this will just finish you off. Scuff is growing even stronger, and Hanako grew to level 55. And finally, Poliwrath. Gonna be doing a quick switchy switch to Miles. Using Dynamic Punch. And Confusion. Alright, here we go. Come on. Nope. Miles. Miles. You're supposed to hit it. Don't hurt. Thank you. Strike it. Alright. Thunderbolts. Go. Miles. At least you avoided a Dynamic Punch. I can at least be thankful for that. Alright, so that's the end of the Poliwrath, and level 55 for my Spider. Alright, so there's a Backpacker ahead. I'm going to swap things out a little bit. Let's put Marina into the lead. You're 99th person that I've greeted this way. Let's have a Pokemon battle. Backpacker Vicky sends out Numel. I made a very good move, leading with Marina then. I don't even think I need to serve. Let's just Aqua Jet it. Yep. Level 55 from my starter. Now you and I are friends, right? Yep, sure. If we could greet anyone in the world with "Let's have a Pokemon battle," that would be wonderful. Alright, yeah, let's fight Hatsune Miku here. Alright. Ace Trainer Junko. Sent a Putter Ugly. And let's wash the cat. Don't be hitting me with that swagger. Come on, don't hurt yourself. Thank you. Alright. If I cannot hit myself in Confusion, this... Dang it. I was gonna say this Aqua Jet would be more than enough to take it out. Body Slam. Please don't paralyze. Stop. I had to open my big dumb mouth. Alright, come on, come on. Parafusion. Probably the worst combo and most evil combo you could possibly think of. Honestly, solid strategy for a Pokemon that's pretty unimpressive most of the time. All All right, let's hit it with a Brick Break. Come on, come on. Hit it, hit it, hit it. Thank you. Scuff has grown even stronger. Scuff has grown even stronger. Level 55. Next up is Espeon. It hurts me to hurt my favorite Pokemon of all time, but duty calls. Copied Scuff's stat changes, so it copied my triple attack up. Which is useless because you're a special attacker. Scuff has grown even stronger. Next up is Lapras. Alright, so hopefully you'll get out of confusion on this turn, please? No, please don't hurt. Huh, for having 4 attack up buffs, that surprisingly didn't hurt me as much as I thought it would. If you hurt yourself in confusion, you hurt yourself with your own attack stats. Snapped out of confusion, good. So I thought with 4 attack buffs, that would have really done a number on me. Scuff has grown even stronger. Level 56. Alright, go down here. I'll explore the rest of the region a little later. People in the city are really something. Be careful, because they'll challenge you if you talk to them. If you want to enjoy vibrant city life, visit Black City. Welcome to yet another thing that is version exclusive to Pokemon Black. Black City. It seems pretty empty, and that's because it kind of is. This is one of those things that really is impacted by multiplayer. Because the more and more you do stuff in multiplayer, the bigger the city will grow, and you'll eventually get a really big city complete with shops that will give you rare items, but for astronomical prices. And yeah, I'm not a super big fan of it. Even just doing research on it, it wasn't something that really seemed worth it to me. Whereas in white version, you'll get White Forest, where the more and more you do multiplayer stuff, the more and more you'll get rare Pokemon. Granted, they're all going to be level 5, meaning they're completely useless for the post game, but still, it's a lot better, and it basically gives white version like 30 version exclusives. So, there is that. I won't be doing anything with Black City because, well, I can't exactly do multiplayer stuff. But that is just something to acknowledge. 2 steps in the grass. That's all it takes. Alright, let's run away from the Furo. Alright, shove that boulder into place. And we get an upgrade. This is a held item that can evolve Porygon into Porygon 2 by trading. Alright, put up a repel and... What's wrong? Are you lost? No, in your life? At times like that, if you fight, you'll know. Alright. Challenged by Pokemon Ranger Keith. He sends out Marowak. Well, I got water to douse that little ground type of yours. Go for it. One shot, no problem. Sends out Executor. I'll keep Marina out and go with X-Scissor. Because this thing is really fragile and it'll take quad damage from... Oh! Please survive, please survive, please survive, please survive. Nope! Wow, I did not expect Woodhammer to do that much damage. Executor is more of a special attacker than a physical attacker, so it kind of surprised me. Alright, go forth, Petrie. Acrobatics. And let's go ahead and first get a citrus berry. So first I'm going to rearrange the team just a little bit. And let's put Petrie into lead. He's our lowest level team member right now, so shove that just a little off the ways. Shove and shove. Wow, the battle goal didn't notice me? Huh. Wait, I thought I had a repel up. Unless... Are they... Oh, they're higher level than me. That explains it. Huh, you can actually find Pupitar here. Okay. Can I run from this? Yes, I can. Thank you. 2 steps. Again, that's all it takes. Ooh, Kangaskhan. Nice. Run away. And there's an item. What do you got? TM09 Venoshock. If I remember right, this is a special poison type move that does more damage if the opponent is poisoned. Has the poison status. Right? Let's see, where is it at? Venoshock, Venoshock. Oh, yep, there we go. 65 power, yeah, double the target is poisoned. Poison is not an especially great offensive type, so I don't see that many uses for it. At least in this generation. If it was Gen 6 or later when fairy types are a thing, then yeah, I could definitely see where that could be useful. But not really in this generation. Yeah, let's just fight the Battle Girl. Battle Girl Susie sends out a Metatite. Well, prepare to be demolished by my dinosaur. Roar! Defeated that, and next is a Hitmontop. No Intimidate for your ability. Shame, that's like one of your best attributes normally. Oh well. You're gonna own it anyway. Petrie is now level 55. Nice. And I think this is your last Pokemon. Yes, last Pokemon, a Medicham. Yeah, you never stood a chance. You may be bulkier, but I got like one of the best physical attackers on my end. You stood no chance. Alright, so go down here and item at the end of this? Yes, Max Revive. Come down here. Yeah, let's fight this Pokemon Ranger. Pokemon Ranger Shelly sends out Altaria. Alright, so you're definitely a lot bulkier than normal, so I'll go with Rock Slide. Using Dragon Dance. So your attack and speed are buffed, probably one of your best moves. You buff your physical attack and you're going for a special move. It's kind of weird. Oh, whatever. Next up is Abomasnow. Alright, so probably want to U-turn since I'm in defeatist, and I'll send out Hanako against this thing. Can burn that thing to a crisp, so get on out there, Hanako. Uses Blizzard. Man, now I'm in the mood for a Blizzard. Like, want a DQ. I haven't had a Blizzard in a long time. Alright. Anyways. Fire Blast that thing. Squad weak. It's not particularly defensive. Yeah, it's no chance. Pichu grew to level 56 and is trying to learn Dragon Claw. I don't see much of a use for a Dragon type move on my team. At least not on Petrie, so I'll skip out on it. It's a good move, I just don't see any use for it on my team. Get a Citrus Berry. Good, good. Check to see if Pokemon that have gone out via the Poke Transfer has escaped or not. Okay. Fail my Pokemon to you. Pokefan Elliot sends out a Goblin. Probably should have swapped out initially. Probably should have swapped around my team a little bit, but whatever. Send Petrie out so I can do a U-turn. And let's go Hanako again. You got Psychic. That's good against Gulpin. Uses Gunk Shot. Not very effective. Good. Okay. So Psychic. Ooh, critical. Nice. Probably wasn't needed, but whatever. Next up is Driftloon. Another Pokemon that gives so much nightmare fuel if you look at its Pokedex entries. Shadow Bullet, and we're donezo. Oh, you still have one more. Swablu. Alright, you're normal type, so Shadow Ball won't do much. Fire Blast. There we go. Wow, how many Pokemon do you have? Okay, this is your last one. Let's Energy Ball this feel. Nice. See, there's a little camper. Let's go in. By any chance, have you caught a Pokemon called Ditto? Be happy to trade my Rotom for your Ditto. No, I don't have a Ditto. So pull a dowsing machine. Is there anything else around here? No, it just looked like it. So whoa. Alright, so Max Repel. Alright. Right here, an Ultra Ball. Nice. Alright, so let's go back up. Let's take the upper route, see what's here. See, there's a vending machine here, and the Poke Transfer Lab. What's Poke Transfer? Come find out. And now for another thing that I can't do anything with, because of the way I have my setup. You came here, that means you're a visitor? Huh? No, you came all the way here. Ah, you trainer? Are you in the middle of your journey? Ah, is this your trainer card? What? You have all the badges? Great, you may be able to. Professor Park! Quick. Oh, there you are. Professor, do you have a minute? I think you do. Listen, this kid is a trainer who has all the gym badges. All of them! I'm sure this trainer can operate it. I've told you many times, this adventure is great indeed, but without a professional trainer... What, you have all the gym badges? All of them? Fantastic! Oh, had a little bit of a hiccup there. Fantastico! Yahoo! What a great day. Great, unbelievable. Hi, I am Professor Andrew Park. You, Hilbert. Hilbert, are you willing to participate in an ambitious experiment that will make history? This device is called Poke Transfer. It connects blah 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 called DS system, meanwhile blah blah of molecules, and then while evoking blah blah, ergo energy particles will blah blah, and the frequency as you see with faraway Pokemon, the alpha waves blah blah, following which reach convergence blah blah, spectacular results. To put it more simply, if you use this device, you'll be able to bring Pokemon here from other regions. But just for safety's sake, the Pokemon you're transferring shouldn't be holding anything. So make sure to take their items first. So, you are a fantastic Pokemon trainer. Will you participate in the great experiment of the century? You need 2 DS systems to use Poke Transfer. I can't do this. This is your way of transferring stuff from Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, and Heart Gold and Soul Silver to Pokemon Black and White. But seeing how I'm playing this on an emulator, I cannot do any transferring. But yeah, if you want to transfer anything in, like if you want to transfer all your rare stuff from your previous Gen 4 files and you want to restart stuff, or if there's like a specific Pokemon that you want to use in like the Battle Subway, this is your way of doing it. And for what's coming up, I actually want to take Miles out of the party, because there's something on the very next section of the game that I want to have one empty slot for. Alright, here we are monitoring that. And also, yes, transferring also helps out with completing the national dex. Since the national dex is about Pokemon caught, not seen. So if you completed the national dex on in any of the Gen 4 games, just transfer everything that you had, and you just have to worry about your Unova stuff. Why don't you try a triple battle? And so let me look at my team real quick. I only want to heal up before I take care of that. Alright, so revive I will use on Marina. And then a few hyper potions. And then also, I think I picked up this calcium a while back, so I will use this on Hanako. All right, let's do a triple battle. This isn't the thing that I wanted to, that I deposited Miles for, but yeah. Ace Trainer Glinda sends out Alomomola, Click Clang, and Behem. Bond will intimidate all 3 of these guys, so that shouldn't be a... Oh, only intimidated 2 of you. That's fine. Acrobatics on Behem, High Jump Kick on Click Clang, and Bond will return Alomomola. Using Helping Hand on Click Clang. Using Lock On. Jeez, I didn't realize you were a Kingdom Hearts fan, Behem. Or what's that Clink Clank that did that? Whatever. Synchronize. It doesn't affect anyone. So let's... Oh, I can target Alomomola with acrobatics. It's one of the few exceptions. It's just targeting 2 Pokemon. Huh. Neat. Alright, so next Quick Break, Click Clang, and return Alamomoa. Using Wide Guard. Doesn't matter too much because I'm using mostly single target moves. Oh, it was going to like the use lock on. Okay. Dang, that Alamomoa is bulky. I knew it had a crap ton of HP, but didn't expect it to be that bulky. Scuff grew even stronger. And let's use Acrobatics, Break, and Return. There we go, no problem. Defeated Glinda. Alright, so what do you have to say? What do people buy for the vending machine? To keep checking on that, this is my life. Marvelous Bridge is really mind-boggling, so I'm taking a rest. Welcome to Marvelous Bridge. Ah, such magnificent scenery. Get a resist wing. So yeah, this is another place where you can get ducklets and swanas. But yeah, otherwise it's just a really nice, pretty bridge where you can run across. And hello, we come see the famous Patrat show at Marvelous Bridge. Sure. Okay, I'm going to get all fired up. All right, so if I'm not mistaken, this is one of those follow the Patrat things. Is third one. Okay, it's holding a big mushroom. I kind of lost track there at the very end. So, first one? You are? Totally correct. Okay. Got a big mushroom. That marks the grand finale of our Patrat show. Thank you, one and all. Just as underwhelming as Patrat itself. But yeah, I like this. Oh. You, huh? Guess this is gone. He went off somewhere alone after we rescued him from the castle. From the day Getsus saved our lives, we have sworn to be loyal to him. Even now, after he ordered us not to search for him. Also, Getsus said to give you this. Received an adamant orb. As well as this. A lustrous orb. And let me guess. Grisea's orb? Yep, I knew it. Okay, I was not expecting this to pop up. Getsus, where did he find these? What was he planning to do with them? Why did he give them to you? There's no way to know now. Is he testing you or using you? We, the Shadow Triad, have always been and always will be the loyal servants of Getsus. And Getsus' ambitions will never cease. Never shall we meet again. Farewell! The adamant, lustrous and Grisea's orb are used by legendary Pokemon in Sinnoh. Adamant Orb is for Dialga and boosts Dragon Steel type moves. Lustrous is for Palkia and boosts Dragon and Water type moves. And the Grisea's Orb is for Giratina and boosts Dragon and Ghost type moves, as well as changes Giratina from his normal form to his origin form, flipping its defense and making it more offensive, as well as changing its ability from pressure to levitate. All pretty solid items, especially considering that the Poke Transfer does not allow transfer of items, so this is your only way to use those items on Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina if you transfer them in. And you, I think you're the person that I want to talk to, and why I deposited one of my team members. Son, I have a deal for you, and for you alone. Here's your chance. I will sell you the secret Pokemon Magikarp for an unbelievable 500 Poké Dollars. Yep, they brought back the scam guy. But Magikarp for 500 Poké Dollars. No, I won't give it a big name. Oh yeah, returns not accepted. Got it. Yet the thing that pretty much scammed every little kid that played Red, Blue, Yellow, and Fire Red and Leaf Green. They brought it back for this. And the even funnier part? This is the only way to obtain Magikarp in the entirety of Black and White. It's so funny. I love it. So you got a plus speed minus defense nature. That's actually not bad, especially considering that when you evolve, you get Intimidate for your ability. And having higher speed is actually pretty good for a physical sweeper. Okay, yeah, actually not a bad Magikarp. You're not a bad Magikarp. Not bad. Yeah, I just wanted to do that because I wanted to show off the scam. I love it. Alright, give me an extra drink for free. Yeah, that sometimes happens with the vending machines. It'll give you an extra drink. And we have come full circle back to Route 16. And down all the way back to Nabatsa. So yeah, I made a full round around Unova. So does this mean I'm done with the post game? Not even remotely close. There's still a ton to do. I just wanted to explore the new new areas and see what I could find. So first, I'm gonna deposit my Magikarp and get my flyer, actually. Sorry, Miles, you're gonna have to stay in the PC for a little longer. Because there's a couple of things that I want to take. Because basically, I'm just going to be flying around and hopping to different places to see if I can find things. So first, I'm going to fly back to Black City because there was a whole section of the route to the north of it that I never really explored. Actually, I'm just now remembering that I need to forget strength so I can reteach Marina Waterfall. So, go into Mistralton instead. Alright, so go in here. And let's do the move deleter. So happy that a lot of the modern games did away with the HM move thing. So happy with that. And actually, I have a heart scale. Let's see if there's anything that I want to teach anyone. Real quick. See, Petrie. No, nothing that useful. What about Scuff? Let's see. Nope. Bond can learn more of the elemental things, but I don't think I really need any more of those. Hanako, what can you learn? Smog, Confuse Ray, Flame Burst, Hex. No. Not interested. And Marina? I could teach Mega Horn instead of X Scissor. That actually might be a good trade-off. Let's see what else I can learn. Not much else, so yeah, let's go ahead and teach Megahorn. X-Scissor is pretty good, but Megahorn is just better. Plus, Marina's physical attack isn't as strong as I think a lot of other Samurats usually are, so having a stronger physical move to offset that, I think, is the smarter play. Alright, so let's forget X-Scissor. And learn Waterfall. Alright, let's go. Now let's go fly back to Black City and explore more of the routes to the north. Alright, so Black City. Alright, so dowsing machine and bicycle. Let's go. Okay. Been riding a lot into the grass, and I don't even know if I have a rappel up or not. Yeah, I didn't even have a rappel up. Of course, the dark grass has stronger stuff, including Tropius and Driftblim. Tropius might actually be a good HM user. Just have something all in one. Alright, so get off the bicycle and go right here. Good. And let's see, we got a Reaper Cloth. Give that to Dustclops and trade it, and it will evolve into Dust Noir. Though, nowadays with the Eviolites, there's not much point to Dust Noir. Kind of a shame. I really like Dust Noir. I think it's a super underrated Pokemon that Dustclops with an Eviolite is surprisingly more competitively viable. It sucks, but that's just how the cookie crumbles. Alright, dowsing machine. Is there anything up here? Ooh, Weasel. Wait, you're significantly lower leveled. Oh, I think I stepped in rippling water. I think that's why. Stepped in rippling water, that's why I encountered something. And hi! Greetings to you, strong Pokemon trainer who came to Dragonspire Tower. Are you not making friends with Reshiram? There is a saying, if somewhere in this world there is someone who understands you, it feels like that person is right beside you, even if you're as far apart as the end of the land and the top of the sky. As my Lord N and his Pokemon understand one another, so too do you and your Pokemon understand one another, which is my reason for giving you this. TM08 Bulk Up. This is a fighting type buffy move that buffs your attack and defense. The Legend of Unova is about Pokemon and people working together to build a new world. The message is that simple and that strong. If changing the world makes you a hero, anyone can become a hero. As each of us changes what is in our power to change, so the world itself changes. Regarding Team Plasma, I am an officer of the International Police, and you must supply the information I request. Indeed I shall. Team Plasma changed me, but it could not change the world. I'm looking forward to seeing how you lot will do. I beg you will accept my thanks. Now, guesses notwithstanding, there yet remains but 5 of the 7 sages still at large. What do they think of? What do they hope for? I am immensely interested to know this. To depart at once. So that is one of the sages captured. But we're not quite done with this route yet. Because I think there's one more area that I can explore in this route. Let's see, you have Sandstream for your ability, which it doesn't matter to Pichu because he's rock type, so heck, if anything, Pichu gets a buff because Sandstorms cause all rock types to get a special defense buff. One last acrobatics. There we go. The next up is Piloswine. Rock Slide. Oh. Okay, it's only going for Fury Attack. Okay, I'm good. Piloswine has always had kind of a weird look to it. Like, I don't know why. It always looked off to me. I like it as a Pokemon. I think it's a pretty solid, it's one of the few solid, like, pure ice types. Or, I guess it's the ice ground, but it's still one of the few, like, solid ice types out there. But it's always just looked weird, and I've always preferred Swinub and its final form, Mamoswine. Alright, so let's hit up Marina. Using Blizzard. Buffeted by the sandstorm. And down goes Piloswine. Alright, and next is Probopass. Your slowest molasses, so one surf and one aqua jet should be more than enough to... Actually, never mind. Looks like 2 surfs will be needed. Oh yeah, I guess the sandstorm is still in effect, so it gets a little bit of a special defense buff. Well, whatever. Marina grew to level 56. Hiker Jebediah. I've always loved the name Jebediah. It sounds... It's always been a little funny sounding to me. No offense to anyone that's actually named Jebediah out there. Okay, so come down here and... Yes! Welcome to Abundant Shrine. Alright, so... want to walk around here and see if I can find anything. What do you have to say? It is the great Landorus that protects this land. With its help, we are assured of rich soil and prosperous harvest. You should pay Great Landorus' little shrine and pay your respects. So I want to come over here and... TM35 Flamethrower. Kind of weird that this is a post-game thing, but okay, I guess I can talk about it now. Flamethrower is a 90 power special fire type move with a chance to burn. It's a significant 95 power, excuse me. It's a more reliable move than Fire Blast, so I'm gonna teach that instead of Fire Blast. Even though it is probably a bigger damage output, I just prefer Flamethrower because it's a lot more reliable. And with Hanako being so fragile, I would prefer reliability over just pure damage at this point. Alright, so another max repel. And we get a hyper potion. Good, good. Oh, that reminds me, I probably should heal my dinosaur. Heal Petrie. And let's patch up Marina as well. Alright, so Dowsing Machine. Alright, so there's a lot of items around here. So get up in here. And there's a tiny mushroom here. Good. Lady, why are you just standing in the wall like that? Don't sneak up on me like that. Last Lurine sent out Horsey. Alright, so only have 5 more uses of acrobatics. I probably should have gone to a Pokemon Center. Well, whatever. Level 57. Getting closer and closer to that precious level 60. Next up is Sunker. Sunker, one of the worst Pokemon ever, having some of the lowest stats of any Pokemon ever. And, ooh, Ponyta. Okay, at least you're ending on something actually pretty decent. There we go. I was writing this and that on the wall. Oh, I will never show it to you because it's my secret. Okay. See a tiny mushroom. Another item. Yeah, this place is just kind of items everywhere. The area. So it's gonna be mostly me just running around and collecting stuff. Young Sir West sends out Caterpie. Let me guess, you're gonna have a bug from every region. Because that seems like the kind of thing you would have. I'm gonna U-turn out. Crit. And it was not even a not very effective move. Goes to show how weak Caterpie is. And yeah, let's send out Hanako. Let's burn away the bugs. Spinnerack. Okay, so I am 2 for 5 so far. Oh, I probably could have used Psychic and saved myself a flamethrower. Masquerain. So that's a Hoenn. Not the one I was expecting. I was expecting a Wurmple, but I guess this still works. $56. Pineco. Okay, so looks like my guess was off, but at least I did predict that his entire team was going to be bug types. At least I got that down. Pineco was sturdy. Gyro Ball. Yeah, what do you think what's going to happen, little buddy? Alright, Psychic. And next is Scolipede. Psychic, take it down. Okay, that looked really funky with the way that the animation was right there. There we go. You won. Your Pokemon are awesome. Alright, so I'm gonna go down here and is it just in the middle of the water or something? Huh. Okay. Get a Razor Fang. This, as a normal held item, increases flinch chances, but it's also used as an evolutionary item. Give it to Gligar and it'll evolve into Gliscor. Yeah, I think that item is just in the water down there. I'll pick it up later. Alright. Last Maki sends out Burmy. Don't Burmy me. I don't know, this is the only joke I can think of. Sue me. Use protect. Please do not protect spam. At least it failed. At least it failed. I'm all out of acrobatics. Tangela. And I also don't have any more flamethrowers. Well, definitely caught me in an awkward moment. Tickle. Attack and defense fell. It's a surprisingly decent move, actually. Alright, let's U-turn out of here. Petrie's clearly not going to do a whole lot against Tangela. Alright, so instead, let's send a Bond. You have Ice Fang. Which will be useful against a lot of the stuff going forward. tickling my dog. Alright, Ice Fang, go. Actually using this move for a change. Oh, nice, I got the flinch chance. Nice. Alright, Ice Fang again. Alright, next is Sawsbuck. Yeah, there's Ice Fang again. Hornleech. It is a really strong move. It is its signature move. Alright, Oh, no, I did not mean to do run. I'm pressing up. Why isn't it... Oh. It's kind of weird that it doesn't let you go directly up from the run button. Well, whatever. Let's do return. Same type of attack bonus plus the Silk Star. Never mind. Bond is down. Alright. Scuff, you're probably my next best bet. High jump kick, go. Yep, defeated, no problem. Scuff is growing even stronger. Alright. Alright, so... Who do I have in the lead now, then? Petrie, Actually, I'll put Marina into the lead. Alright, so let's see how this battle against the youngster will go. Youngster Lester sends out Yanma. As long as you're not a speed boost one, I'm good. I mean, that didn't matter anyway, because you're faster than me anyway. Yep, took it down, no problem. Sindel, let it, buh. Again, one of the weakest Pokemon in existence. Why do you torture yourself with this, man? I mean, outside of its special book, this thing is weak as balls. It did, like, nothing to me. Alright, Ninjask. Okay, finally a good bug flying time on your side. Okay, Surf. Ooh, critical. Okay. Took it down. Your Pokemon looks like it was having fun. Alright, go up and... If you wreck Great Landris' little shrine, it'll cause a bad storm. It's not true. The Pokemon that brings bad windstorms is a different Pokemon. No, silly, you got it wrong. This is a shrine for the Great Landris. It punishes a Pokemon that did a bad thing. If you wreck the shrine, it can't punish that stormy Pokemon if it comes back. But it doesn't make any sense. If a Pokemon does a bad thing, Great Landris will come to help us, whether it has a shrine or not. You're the silly one. No, you're silly. Hey, wait! This little shrine is dedicated to a Pokemon called Landorus. They say when Tornadus and Thundurus were whipping up storms that damaged houses and fields all over the Unova region, Landorus made them stop. That's a story from way long ago, when my grandpa was a little boy. So if Tornadus and Thundurus can't come here again, Great Landorus may come back. That's what my grandpa told me. How do I... Oh, it's just down there. Alright. Let's talk about the Landorus. If you have both Thundurus and Tornadus, you could encounter Tornadus, one of the best physical attackers in all of Unova. With a great type in ground and flying, stellar speed with great attacking power, easy access to Earthquake, it is just a powerhouse of a Pokemon. Granted, it doesn't have its full arsenal, it doesn't have access to its alternate form in this game specifically, which is what made it a competitive god back in the day. But it's still a pretty good threat in this game, and in its base form. Overall, if you want a good, strong attacker, look no further. The only thing to really be aware of is look out for ice type moves, as it does have a quad weakness to it. Otherwise, barely anything can stop it. TM92 Trick Room. That is a special psychic type attack that basically makes it so that turn order is flipped, so the slowest Pokemon will go first. It's great on Pokemon like Reniculus that have exceedingly slow stats, but absolute powerhouse everything else. And it turns that Pokemon specifically into a great sweeper. And would take down would-be threats that are extremely fast and can genuinely knock you out in one hit. Stuff like in Garchomp. Alright, so go down here and... Right. That was just down in the water. And I missed an item? Huh. Let me run back and grab that. Let's see. Max Repel. Oh, that's why I didn't go after it. It's in the dark grass. It's in the dark grass. Too bad you're not the full pix with its hidden ability. Otherwise, I would have caught you. Alright. Run forward and rare candy. Okay, that was worth running back all the way here for. Alright, so down. And let's get into the water. Alright. There we go. A balm mushroom. This is a really rare mushroom that sells for a lot more than the tiny and big mushrooms. And I think that's about it for the Abundant Shrine. So, with the exception of Undella Bay and the Giant Chasm, and Challenger's Cave, I pretty much explored every area in the Unova region. So it's just taking care of little miscellaneous things at this point. So, what better way to start than go Drift Vale? I will never get tired of that music. Because next thing I want to do is go around and search for the remaining sages from Team Plasma. And I think one of them is here in the cold storage. I don't know. I looked a little in. I remember seeing a playthrough a long time ago that actually went out and found all of the Team Plasma sages, but I don't remember every single one of them. Like, that first one that I found was kind of by accident. I wasn't actively looking for that one. Alright, let's throw up a repel, because I don't remember if there's wild Pokemon in this area or not. So let's go around. we go. Up, then down. And let's slide across. And again, the most precarious placed box ever. Let's go in. Yes, I was right. So you've returned. You're an odd trainer. Alright, got time enough to satisfy your curiosity. Breathing, having a heart that beats. That is simple existence and nothing more for a living being. And maybe the definition of living, but I don't think that defines life. The experiences of joy and suffering are a vital part of being alive. Getsus gave me the sensation of being truly alive. What do you mean to accomplish? That isn't what's important. Right now, I'm shivering. I'm suffering, but I'm alive. People and Pokemon live by being together and relying on one another. That might be how you feel. If that's so, is it necessary to separate people and Pokemon? By talking to you, I've discovered that there's much I need to think about. I wish I had more to give you in thanks. Here, take this. TM01 Hone Claws. This buffs attack and accuracy. Can be pretty good for physical attackers that have strong moves, but are inaccurate. My Lord N said he wanted to make Pokemon perfect, but even if the relationship between people and Pokemon stayed as it is now, Pokemon can aspire to perfection. Hey, Looker. Indeed, I am an officer of the International Police, and I demand to hear all you know about Team Plasma. It's too cold, and I'm already tired of shivering in here. If you'll give me some time to think, I'll tell you what I know. So, take me with you. Alright, 4 of the sages are left. Alright, so now let us leave this place. Alright, what's this building? Let's go in and see if there's anything in here. Alright, nothing of interest in here so far. Alright, hit items, Interlink. Register pass power. I probably would go over Interlink stuff, but again, it's multiplayer stuff and I can't exactly show it as I do it. And I think I remember another location, and it's actually right near where Driftvale is, so I might as well go and do that right now. Oh, did not need to open the list of Pokemon. I meant to go into the bag so I can throw another repel into the air. Actually, I should probably run back and buy more. And no, it wasn't just an excuse to listen to more of the music. Alright, buy max repels. Let's buy 20 this time. 10 was nowhere near enough. Alright, and bicycle. Dazzle machine. Let's go. Wait, did I missed an item. Okay. Go around. And down we go. Got a tiny mushroom. Oh, it was just a... it was just one of those items that can just spawn back in after a certain amount of time has passed. See, I think it said that my repel wore off, so throw another one? Yeah. Okay, let's go. Because the next stage, I think, is in Chargestone Cave. So, let's get off the bike, and I have to know. Fighting gem, come on. I know it's already past the league, but come on, I want to have a flying gem. Alright, so go around and push that. Let's see. Not the right way. Shove that. And shove that. Huh, there's an item? Huh. Okay. So I think that Team Plasma Sage is somewhere in one of the lower floors. If I had to make a guess. Alright, so we shove that and let's go down. Past the duo there. Actually, might be up here. See, there's a doctor here. So I want to be going deep into this cave. Yeah, there's stairs that go down right here. So open that. Alright, so probably want to... Oh! I never fought you? Really? Okay. Alright, you're challenged by Ace Trainer. I did not catch your name. Aquajet. Yeah, it's not even worth using one of my stronger moves on. It's level 29 for crying out loud. Lilligant. Again, Aquajet should be more than enough. I'm double this thing's level. Wow. I'm impressed. You survived. I have to commend you. Alright, next you're sending a Ducklet. Again, just kind of using my weaker moves, because it's not worth it against these weaker guys. Alright, there we go. Alright, so hopefully he's... Yes! When I saw you in Castilia, I did not care about your existence. Here in the Chargestone Cave, guesses test your ability. Once more, we'll test you to learn what it is you are. Team Plasma, come out! Bronius of the Seven Sages, I will bring this kid down. Again, why are you just bringing out a Watchhog against somebody who beat your boss with a giant dragon? That's just plain pathetic. Alright, Aquajet, go. Level 57. And wants to learn Swords Dance. Oh. I can't really forget two of these moves, and I don't want to relearn. It hurts me to skip over this move, but I have to keep all moves for now. Swords Dance is an incredible move, though. It buffs your attack twice, making it one of the best buffing moves in the game. Yeah, it hurts me a little bit to skip over Swords Dance like that. Wow, Mega Horn did like nothing to Scrafty here. Maybe Surf will be more effective since it's same type of attack bonus plus Marina is a higher special attacker. Yep, that was more than enough. Alright, T Plasma Grunts is down. Alright, being an X doesn't sound cool, does it? I don't know, you throw your hands up in an X shape and go X! Sounds pretty cool to me. Or maybe it makes you sound lamer, but you think you sound cool. Either way, gonna be starting off with it again. Why are you sending out so many weak things against me? Alright, Mega Horn, go! Yep, paper thin, defenses took you out, no problem. Next up is Garbodor. Let's go Surf. Wash up all that garbage. Wow, it hung out with like 1 HP. Nice. I mean, Garbodor is pretty bulky. Don't underestimate this thing's defenses. Of course, this defense is going to be nothing against this thing. Against my Hanako. Come on. That's it. Insult to injury. Energy Ball. Level 57. And you're sending out Lightbird. I'm gonna keep Hanako out and go with the Flamethrower. There we go. An ex-Team Plasma member becomes an ordinary Pokemon trainer. This was that moment. The Pokemon of our Team Plasma are also fighting for their trainers. It was so obvious that I overlooked it. Thank you for reminding me of that. Here, I'd like you to take this. TM69. Nice. Rock Polish. It's a really great move for rock types as it increases speed by 2 stages. Really great move. Pokemon do their best for their trainers, even when they're injured. I wonder whether my Lord N understands what that means. Hey, Luker. Let me guess, same spiel as before? Yep. Those who left Team Plasma and are behaving with respect and understanding towards Pokemon. Them, please forgive. However, those who won't interact with Pokemon in a kind and honest way, even I will never forgive them. Alright, so only three sages left to find. And actually, the more I think about it, let me just double check that it is the 2 stages that increase speed with Rock Polish. Alright, 69. Sharp Races. Okay, yeah, it is 2 stages. Alright, and let's go ahead and dig our way out. Easy peasy. Alright, so I think the next logical place for one of the sages to be is probably Celestial Tower, if I had to make a guess. first, heal. And plus, I also want to switch Miles back into the team. He hasn't been in the team for a little while, so... Come on. Go through the whole spiel, and... Oh, I did not mean to talk to you again. Alright. Alright, someone's PC. Surprisingly, still haven't met the person that does all the PC stuff. Alright, who's been doing a lot of fighting and could probably be swapped out? Probably Scuff. I think she's the highest level team member right now. No, if anything, she's actually one of the lower ones. So let's instead... Let's just swap her out for a Petrie. Alright, and let's put Miles into the lead. Alright, let's go. You didn't talk to Fiddle's little sister? No, surprisingly I didn't. Alright, so run up and let's go to Celestial Tower, because again, I think that's where one of the plasma sages are. If not, then probably Dragon Spiral Tower is my next best guess. Alright, so... she's the one that runs the PC storage. Yeah, I know who runs it. I think her name is Amanita? It's just I didn't realize that it was Fennel's little sister that ran it. Alright, so let's go to the top floor of Celestial Towers, see if I can find one of those sages. There we go. Nope, Sage isn't at the top, but Alder is. My old partner is resting here in the Celestial Tower. It was the first Pokemon I received when I was a trainer. I come here to ring the bell and comfort its spirit. It was a strong Pokemon. It was courageous, noble, kind. Together we madly pursued strength, even without knowing the meaning of strength. But in the same way that all stories have a beginning and an end, all lives have an end as well. It was then that I understood that strength isn't something that remains unchanged forever. However, the joy one feels in being with Pokemon, that is the real thing. In order to spread the word, I left the Pokemon League and kept traveling. That's right, traveling is wonderful. I've met many different Pokemon, many different trainers, and now I've met all of you. Well, Hilbert, I'll be waiting for you at the Pokemon League. Should we return to the Pokemon League, we will not have another encounter with Team Plasma. Instead, we'll be fighting Champion Alder. This will be another one of the goals to reach for the postgame, is defeating Alder. But for now, let's actually just go to Striaton City and actually just do that someone's PC thing. Because, yeah, if it's Fennel's sister, then probably here in Striaton. Alright, hopefully this is the right house. Yes. Fennel. What about you? Do you use the PC in a Pokemon Center? I'm the one who maintains it. Do you know about the battle box? Yes, I do. Alright, and now... Yep, Amanitas. Okay, finally. After how many hours? Like 25 something? Finally have it. And actually, I kind of want to go into the Dream Yard. I have a feeling that one of the stages is in there. Like, I'm just kind of cycling through my head all the different Team Plasma encounters I have throughout the story and just kind of checking them off. Because those are probably the most likely places to have Team Plasma be. Let's see, there's a Strength Boulder there. And actually, does Marina... Okay, knows Waterfall, not Strength. Go over here, and still nothing. So we'll run around a little bit. Oop. Let me guess. Yep, beep beep. Autodo. Let's run. And wait, how did I miss this item all along? Whatever. Paralyze heal. Alright, so is there anything I can do to get down there to that, like, little basement? No. Okay. So let's go out. Oh, I could have just squeezed through that the entire time. Well, I feel like an idiot. All right, let's go down. Okay, so we want to get Max Repel out because I think there's wild Pokemon around here. And it looks like quite a few scientists I can fight. Challenged by scientist Marcus. Yes, the weird... I don't know what animal this thing is supposed to be. I know it's like... I've heard of it, I just don't remember what it's called specifically. I think it's like an it's... The first thing that came to mind is that it's like an aardvark, but I know that's wrong. Tapir, okay. Alright, Hypno. Gonna continue spamming Signal Beam. Psyshock. Ooh, that did like half my health. So I'm gonna Volt Switch out of here and send in my Scuff. Unless, wait, was Scuff the one that I sent back into the box? Nope, Scuff's here. I'm good. Using Future Sights. Crunch. So you Shapiro's your special attack. Not gonna matter too much. And Scuff has grown even stronger, and I'm just gonna assume, yep, Scuff has grown even stronger, level 57. Next up is Musharna. Gonna crunch that. Next up is Lucky Chance. Okay, so no crits. Haha, future sight doesn't affect me. Yeah, having a dark type is surprisingly overpowered in the Unova games. Scuff has grown even stronger. Because there's just a ton of psychic types, and dark is really good at countering them. So it's actually... Because the first time I played through Pokemon Black 2, I actually had a Crocodile, and that thing was like the most overpowered thing on my team. And that's a team that had a Haxorus on there too. Alright. Poliwhirl. Alright. Hit it with thunder. There we go. Next up is Musharna. The Signal Beam. Because this thing isn't gonna do that much damage to me. It's really more of a wall slash buffer. Yeah, if one of its strongest moves is Side Beam, I have very little to... Well, that should be up. Okay, Bond, go out there. You have Crunch. You can finish it off. Level 56 for my little good boy. And Parasect. Spam return on it. And just hope we don't have trigger effects more. I really should just stop talking because it's just jinxing me left and right. Say that, and the next trainer's probably gonna have a jinx. At this rate. Run away! Alright, bag, and do I just have any extra antidotes? Yeah, I do. Okay, let's go in. Alright, little... Hey, no, you... Gotcha. Psychic Tommy sends out a Beldum. Alright, and I think this is still the generation where Steel resists Dark, I think. Yeah, it looks like it. Using Takedown, because that's literally the only thing you're gonna ever learn. Unless, wait, does Beldum learn TMs? I don't remember. I know that in some cases it can come with different moves, but I don't remember if it could learn TMs. All right, for Metang, I'm gonna go ahead and dig. Alright, one more dig should about do it, unless that Zen Hitbot is enough to take me out. Nope, not quite enough. Took it out, no prob. Behem. Alright, crunch it. Synchronize. That's like the third time I've seen some trainer use Synchronize. this stream. It's so weird. Alright, whatever. Crunch! There we go. Level 57. And a Ridinculous. Using skill swap. So you get intimidated while I get magic guard. Actually, smart move. Alright, I'll just go ahead and swap out. So, Scuff, get out there. Using Wonder Room. Surprised he didn't use Trick Room. I was saying earlier that Trick Room is like your best move. Alright, Scuff is growing even stronger. And defeated Psychic Tommy. Did you find my weakness? Possibly. Alright, let's do a little heal. Let's do a little healing session. Revive Miles. And Hyper Potion on my spider. And my good boy. Alright, for my research on dreams, I will research your dream. I don't think you want to know what I dream about. Just kidding. Scientist Catherine sends out Chickadee Puff. I strike you down with my thunder. Yeah, you may have high special defense, but that doesn't mean crap against my thunder. Next up is Musharna. I am going to Volt Switch out of this situation. So I can send in Scuff and she can finish this off really quick. Alright, so Scuff, get out there. Using Hypnosis. Alright, no. Status Restore. Do I have just plain Awakenings anywhere? Nice heal. Nope. So full heal it is. Crunch it. Using Defense Scroll, okay. It's not gonna matter too much because I think even just one more crunch will do you in. Yep. Scuff has grown even stronger. Alright. I probably won't fight every trainer in this place. I'll just do that off stream. Oop. Literally as soon as I say something. Psychic Rudolph. Starmie. Starmie's such a good Pokemon. I mean, okay, the weird long legs that I got in Legends ZA is kind of weird, but Starmie otherwise has been a pretty reliable Pokemon throughout all the years. I can't think of a single Pokemon game where it wasn't really good and solid. Alright, wow, Buffett. You're basically a giant punching bag, so Signal Beam and hope you go for counter instead. Please. Safeguard, okay, it's fine. Thunder? Come on, don't... Dang it. Please don't use... Of course it goes for Destiny Bond! Whatever. Miles. Will you stop hurting yourself? Thank you. Critical hit. And, oh, Destiny Bond didn't work. Okay, so it has to be within the same turn. Alright. So what is this? A Twisted Spoon. This buffs the power of psychic type moves. Let's go up. And I knew there was a sage down here, but first, a revive. Alright. Boo! Were you surprised? Oh, trainer who destroyed our castle, I was quite surprised by you. If you surprise them, both Pokemon and people leave themselves open. While they're in the state of surprise, they can't use their powers like they normally would. Our intention was to surprise people by making our castle appear and showing off the legendary Pokemon. At that moment, we planned to deeply impress people's hearts with the awesome power of Team Plasma and the brilliance of our new world. Now that I've seen the strength of spirit in you and the gym leaders, I wonder how effective that strategy would have been after all. Maybe that strength of spirit is what's needed to take Pokemon to the next level? I'm sorry to wasted your time with the silly conversation. Take this with you. Obtain TM75 Swords Dance. Kind of already went over what this move does with my Samurai trying to learn it, but now I can freely teach it to any Pokemon that I wish. My Lord End's dream. You were the one who put a stop to that. Please, don't ever forget that. Alright. Looker is doing his usual spiel. Its dream mist makes you see dreams, but they are nothing but illusions. The dreams you realize with your own abilities are the real dreams. Accept my thanks. Now, guesses notwithstanding, there yet remains but 2 of the 7 sages still at large. Alright, so run across here. There's Max Repel, even though probably gonna have level 50 stuff in here. No. Okay. Go around here and get a Hyper Potion. Go down here and get TM85 Dream Eater. This is a 100 power, 100 accurate special psychic type move that steals half of the damage you dealt to yourself. Basically, it's similar to something like Giga Drain. The only downside to it is that it can only be used if your opponent is asleep. It's a very situational move, and it's really only useful on stuff like Gengar, stuff that has Hypnosis and Dream Eater. Alright, so... Nope. There we go, Max Potion. Alright. So, I think right now... Oh, right, I only have Pansear. I don't have my flyer with me. And I can't exactly teach strength to anyone right now. Or can I? Because I probably could teach strength to Scuff and reteach Rock Slide. If I needed to. Let's see, where's the TM? Yeah, I probably could do that. I'll do that. Okay, strength. Sorry I didn't mean you like this, Scuff. Okay, rock slide. And let's run back. Alright, so max repel. And run up to the boulder. Scuff used strength. Alright. So let's run over to the Pokemon Center, heal up, and I think there are 2 more areas that I want to try and find the sages in. Oh, no, I did not mean to talk to you again. Okay, I'm gonna need this PC. Let's get our flyer. All right. As well as get Scuff to forget strength and Marina to forget waterfall, because I don't really think of any other. I can't really think of anything else that, that I would use waterfall for. All right, forget Scuff. Forget strength. And Marina. Waterfall. Okay, and then into the bag, where I will find Rock Slide. And teach that to Scuff. And as for Marina, yeah, I'll teach Sword Stance. Actually, who else can learn Sword Stance in my team anyway? No one else. Though I think Petrie could probably learn it, but it's too risky of a strategy because of Defeatist. Alright, so the next location that I want to try and find Team Plasma in is Pinwheel Forest. So get on the thing. Thank you. Nacree City. Let's fly. And you know what? I don't really need. I'll keep the team as is. I was gonna get Petrie out because I don't really need a flyer, but I don't know. I think I'm fine with the team as is. Okay, so let's take this little wooded pathway that we did before. Because again, I think this is all based off of previous encounters with Team Plasma. That's what I've been noticing. And let's move this up to the top. There we go. Run around here and get a big root. I think that is a held item that buffs the amount of HP that you gain from moves like Giga Drain and Dream Eater. And also, this mossy rock now that we're in the post game, if you have an Eevee and you want to evolve Eevee into Leafeon, level it up here in the Pinwheel Forest. Out of curiosity, which of the following TMs have you received? 1, 4, 8, 32, 69, and 75. Okay, so I have 75. I have 69. Scroll up to see if I had 32. I do not have 32. I have 8. I'm missing 4, and I have 1. Okay, so I'll run down here, up. Huh. No sign of a Team Plasma stage anywhere. So let's hop out. Unless the stage is on the other side of this place, over by where Virizion was. Alright, so max repel. Alright, so Dowsing Machine is back on, and let's keep running around, see if I can find anything. Nope, not down here. Over by this way? No. Okay. What about where Virizion once stood? No. Sages you're looking for, as a hint, one is on a route and the other is guarded by statues. Okay. Guarded by statues. I think I kind of get where one of them is. Okay. Okay, the next place I'm gonna try is gonna fly back to New Town, and I'm gonna go towards the P2 laboratory. Because I feel like that's probably the next place that a Team Plasma stage would be. As for the guarded by statues, it's probably Relic Castle if I had to make a guess. So I'll run down here and let's go out on a route. If we can, I close out of the thing before it could show me. Oh. All right. Yeah, I can take down this weak little trainer pretty easily. Swimmer Joyce. Why you just delaying the inevitable? You know my spider is going to take this thing down pretty easily. And are you the trainer that has the special dialogue? I'm a girl with everything. Well, everything but a place to put my Pokeballs. Yes, you're the lady. Yes. Yeah, she's a weird. That is like one of the weirdest pieces of dialogue. It makes you question how this game. It makes me question sometimes how Pokemon games get away with an E rating. All right, so let's try the bottom route this time. Go. And... okay, that is the wrong way to go. Alright. So run up. Alright, so go down. Nope, that's the wrong way. Maybe down. Nope. Go down and out there. Hopefully down is the right way. Yep, it looks like it. Alright, P2 laboratory. Nothing. Alright, so P2 laboratory was a bust, but hopefully something in Relic Castle will be the right. So let's fly over to the Nimbasa and just make our way to the Desert Resort. You're on the right route. You didn't look everywhere. Of course that message pops up right after I leave the route. It's weird because I have the, like, chat thing where it's supposed to be almost real time. It's weird. Oh well. Actually, before I go to Relic Castle, I want to check something real quick. How am I doing Pokeballs wise? Let's see, I got a couple quick balls. Good. Any other Pokeballs? So you got 6 Dust Balls. Got a few Timer Balls. And 15 Ultra Balls. I think that's enough. Alright, let's go to the Desert Resort and Relic Castle. Alright, bag and max repel. Let's go. Oh. I am just finding all sorts of trainers that I skipped, didn't I? Backpacker Elaine sends out Maractus. Alright, here we go. Relic Castle. Appears to be a statue of a Pokemon. Oh! Hey, Professor! Hey, Hilbert. I heard about these Pokemon statues and came looking into origins. I learned that each of these Pokemon statues is actually a real Pokemon. It's called Darmanitan. It's sleeping, so it's become like a stone. When I quickly measured how long they've existed, it was amazing, around 2,500 years. Seems like they wanted to sleep that long ago. That means they've been here since before this place was in ruins, when the Relic Castle was flourishing. Perhaps they were guarding the city. these Pokemon. They're either in the state of hibernation or meditation, so if you wake them, they'll become active once again. And the item that wakes up Darmanitan is actually this Rage Candy Bar. That's why I will share one with you too, Hilbert. Let's see, she's heading back to the lab. This wasn't why I wanted Pokeball specifically, but you know what? Let's give this a shot. Save before I encounter one. The ancient Pokemon statue responded to this Rage Candy Bar. The awakened Darmanitan attacked. Each of these Darmanitan will have their hidden ability Zen Mode, where if their health drops down to 50% or less, they will shift from a physical attacking brute to a defensive special attacker. I am not that big a fan of this, to be honest. I think the big reason is it's not something you can flip on a dime. If there was an item that activated Zen Mode, then yeah, I definitely say definitely say that it's worth it. But because Darmanitan in its base form is already pretty fragile, it does make getting into Zen Mode pretty tricky. Not to mention, playing around with a battle style that involves you nearly dying in order to trigger your best abilities, not exactly the best in this game. So I like getting concepts, but in execution, it's just not very good. I consider it more of a novelty than an actually useful strategy. Alright, so let's go down into the Relic Castle and see what we can find. So I'll make my way down to where he encountered Getsus a long time ago, when we were looking for the White Stone. Okay, that was the wrong hole. That's what she said. Alright, so walk across here to this quicksand. And then go to this one. Because I think I need to... Yes! This door wasn't here before. Looks like we got ourselves a Team Plasma Grunt to chase. Ah! Team Plasma Grunt sends out Crocodile. I like your taste of Pokemon, buddy. I like it. And oh, it has Moxie. It didn't intimidate me. Nice. Again, I approve. Intimidate on Crocodile is good, but I prefer Moxie personally. Alright, one more Signal Beam should about do it. Plasma, I am following the Relic Castle. Ryoko of the Seven Sages is looking for a Pokemon inside Relic Castle. I was his lookout, so he wouldn't be interrupted. Stupid, stupid, stupid me, plus weak. And did I mention stupid? It all adds up to nincompoop. I like the way you talk. You're fun. Alright, I am assuming this is some kind of maze, so let's just run around and see what I can find. Let's go down this time. Alright, let's go down. Because I think there's supposed to be a really nice item somewhere in the Relic Castle that I actually want to get. Oh, hi. Yeah, I'll talk to you. I was planning to catch the Pokemon called Volcarona that lives in the Relic Castle and present it to Ghetsis. But Shadow Triad said that Ghetsis has gone somewhere, right? 7 sages. We always said we were complete when the 7 of us were together. Now I don't know the meaning of those words anymore. I guess I don't mind, even if it were being used. But the dream is over. I no longer need this. Ghetsis gave it to me, but I have no use for it. Obtain TM04 Calm Mind. This buffs special attack and special defense. This Relic Castle and our own castle are both crumbling. But what's different is that this Relic Castle is the remains of a civilization. And our castle left nothing behind. Usual spiel. Understood. But we don't know much about Ghetsis or our Lord N. We have even figured out if they were father and son. Accept my thanks. There's only one sage left to find. Alright. Alright, let's do the Pokemon first, then look for the other item, because I know what else is down here in Relic Castle, and I want to get it. Nay, I need it. So first, let's save. Volcarona. This is plainly as I can. This is the best non-legendary Pokemon outside of maybe a Hydreigon. Yes, it does have a glaring weakness with it being bug and fire, which, while offensively is amazing, is absolutely terrible defensively. But it has incredible special attack, has absolutely devastating moves, and has probably one of the best buffing moves of all time in Quiver Dance. Basically, if you want to just demolish the entire battle subway, use this. Again, its type is kind of hard to deal with defensively and is especially weak to Stealth Rock, but trust me, if you can get past that, you'll find no stronger Pokemon that isn't a legendary. Volcarona, the Sun Pokemon. When volcanic ash darkened the atmosphere, it is said that Volcarona's fire provided a replacement for the sun. And also, fun fact, this thing is actually based off of Mothra from the Godzilla movies. Kind of a neat little reference, since Toho, the company that distributes a lot of the Godzilla movies, also distributed the Pokemon movies as well. So, kind of neat. Alright, let's go right and see if I can find that other item that I really want. Let's put on down the machine. And we go right. And up. Repel's effect wore off. Alright, go let's try going back. And right. That leads out, so that was not the right way to go. Let's continually run left, see where that takes me. Let's see, this leads somewhere else. What's up these stairs? Is it just an exit? Probably is. Let's see, what's a PV Max? Nice. Up these stairs again? Man, how many stairs are there? There we go. And yes! TM26 Earthquake. One of the most reliable and most powerful moves of all. 100 power, 100 accurate, physical ground type move, and it hits all opponents on the field. It is one of the best moves in the game, and let's see who can learn it. Let's see. No one, but I do know who can. He's currently sitting in our PC box. Yep, I got Earthquake purely for Petrie. Because, yeah. Archeops with Earthquake, that is a dangerous combo and really good counter to electric types, which are one of its only weaknesses. It is such a good move for it. In fact, let's fly over to OKUMONO Town so I can get Petrie out of the box and teach him Earthquake. Plus, also go down that route again to see if I can find the one sage that's left. I'm supposed to see what kind of nature I got on Volcarona. Alright, so open up the PC and see what we got. Alright, so it's holding the silver powder, which buffs bug type moves. You're a mild nature who likes to relax. So that is minus defense plus special attack. Oh, that is nice, actually. I mean, yeah, the minus defense does kind of hurt it a little bit because, like I said, one of its biggest weakness is that it's super frail, but otherwise, not bad. So it comes with Silver Wind, Quiver Dance, Heat Wave, and Bug Buzz. I might swap out Silver Wind for something else, but otherwise, that's pretty much the moveset that I would recommend for any Volcarona. Alright. And, oh yeah, that one, Darmanitan. Likes to fight, so your highest IV is attack. Careful nature, which means minus special attack plus special defense. If you were just a normal Darmanitan without your hidden ability, that would be ideal. That would be the ideal Darmanitan, but with Zen mode, that's actually not a very good Darmanitan. And you come with Thrash, Belly Drum, Flare Blitz, and Hammer Arm. Not bad moves, actually. Alright, but let's get Archeops back into the team. Bond, you fought enough today. Alright, okay, Bag and Earthquake. Alright, what should be forgotten? Definitely not acrobatics, not U-turn. So it's either Rock Slide or Crunch. I already have more than enough Pokemon with Crunch, so let's forget that. Petrie learned Earthquake. Alright, let's run down Route 1 and go to the water. Alright, next... Oh, it's still in effect, okay. Then let's go. All right. Back down on Route 17. Let's go. This time, trying a little bit of a different approach to exploring. Alright, so bag and max repel. Alright, let's try the middle one. See, nope, that wasn't it. So let's continue down this way and see what else. Run down here. Yeah, I don't know where else to really go from here. Oh! If I just walked down a few more steps, I would have seen you. It smells of the sea here. This place has the same ocean smell as where I was born. Getz has wandered the lands of this world all over, collecting knowledge of all kinds, while searching for like-minded people. From the moment we met, he understood what I desired, the ability to understand the minds and needs of others. This is an ability that everyone needs to survive. My Lord N is a kind and excellent person who understands the hearts of Pokemon. But conversely, perhaps his ability to understand the hearts and feelings of people is not developed enough. But even that was part of the perfection of Getz's plans. When it comes to Getz's, I cannot separate the truth from the lie. See this? I received it from Getz's, but I no longer need it. I hope you can put it to good use. TM32 Double Team, a move that will get you a great big slap in the face if you use it in a competitive field. It raises the evasiveness of your own Pokemon. Someday, if my Lord N develops the ability to understand the feelings of people as well as Pokemon, I would like us to gather again. More than anything, I want to see N confront Getz's. Alright. Your usual spiel? If that is what you desire. Thank you a lot. Hilbert, on the topic I must speak to you. Having received such a report of someone far from here who has seen a person like N and a dragon Pokemon, I am on my way to verify the veracity of this information. We will meet again one day. With that, everything involving Team Plasma has been resolved. Until the sequel. Alright. So that doesn't leave a ton left to do for the post-game. But there are still a few things that could still be done. Like, for example, there is Challenger's Cave, which actually doesn't have anything in it. Like, the only thing that's worth going to Challenger's Cave for is, I think, a TM for Stone Edge, if I remember from another playthrough I've seen. But yeah, that's about it. And I'm not in any desperate need for Stone Edge. Rock Slide is more than enough for me. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, Giant Chasm is another thing I can do. Undella Bay is kind of pointless because all it does is just foreshadow stuff in the second game. And you need Dive, and I don't feel like teaching that to anything. So, looks like Giant Chasm it is. So go east, and hopefully I can find my way into Giant Chasm from Route 13. Let's see, how do I get into Giant Chasm anyway? I don't know how to get in there. Repels effect wore off. Maybe it's down into the water? It's the only thing I can think of right now. So let's surf and see where that takes me. Yep, that looks like the right way. And we got a prism scale. This is the way they changed up Phoebus evolving to Milotic. Give it that while trading, and it'll evolve. Alright. So go ahead and pull out the bag, and let's teach strength. So scroll all the way down, and there we go. Alright, Marina, since I can just reteach you sword stance later. There we go. Alright. Shove it down the hole. There we go. The green button is sword function, just so you know. Oh, yeah. Alright. And welcome to the Giant Chasm. Oh, okay. Looks like repels didn't quite work because, man, these guys are strong. Level 60, that's definitely a lot stronger than anything I've got right now. So run down here, and is there anything up here? Nope, other than just a little broken bridge. That I have a feeling is something referencing Japanese culture, but I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. That is, if it is actually referencing something in Japanese mythology and culture. Alright. Grab this and get a big mushroom. It's good. I'm gonna run around the perimeter of this place. See if there's any items here that's worth getting. Get this, a start piece. That'll be good selling fodder. I have to know. Please be a flying gem. Dang it! Hi, Excadrill. Will you let me run? Thank you. So I'll run around. Okay. Got a tiny mushroom growing in the cave. Shove this down, and what do we get? Star piece again. So more selling fodder. Got another tiny mushroom. Man, dude, they like repeating items in this place, don't they? Star piece? Comet shard. Okay, shaking things up a bit, but still selling fodder. Alright, and it looks like a little bit of water for me to surf on. Surprisingly not an item? Really? Huh. Weird. Alright. Hop on here and put up another repel. Oh. Alright, come down here and is no, okay. So run around, and I needed to do like a full clockwise thing, didn't I? Alright. Or I could go counterclockwise here and shove this down in the hole. Let's see, is there anything up? No, okay. Then let's just go down here and into this little cave exit. Where it's nice and foggy. And what do we get? A max elixir. Good. Nice. 2 steps. It's always what it takes. Oh, hey, Ditto. Well, I guess if you wanted to catch a Ditto for the Rotom trade on Marvelous and the camper near the Poke Transfer Lab, I guess this is where you catch it. Alright, so let's put up a repel. As well as if you want to do any Pokemon breeding, since that has now opened up since defeating the League. Alright, so pull up Dowsing Machine again and Max Potion. Hop and see what else. Revive. Alright, so item down there. Alright, got away safely, and let's go down here, because, yes, there's an item. Carbos. I don't have an... Alright, oh, I see where I could have gone to get that one. Full heal. Continue running down and around. So I kind of want to make my way back so I can get that one item. Because it's gonna bother me if I don't. TM03 Psyshock, a very unique attack. It's technically a special psychic type attack, but it attacks with the foe's physical defense instead. It's actually a pretty unique attack, and it can be very useful to teach if you can learn it. Not a ton of Pokemon can learn it, but if it can be worth teaching. Because it can come in and be useful more often than you may think. Alright, so run across here and... No. Okay. Okay, nope. This was wrong way. Ooh, Metang. Level it up once so you can get yourself a nice powerful Metagross. Alright, so we'll run around. Ditto and Clefairy again. Dowsing Machine out again and see what this thing is. Max Revive. Very nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Repels effect wore off. Okay. Oh, so many encounters because I am weaker than anything that's in this route, than in this cave. Alright. Can I say that I just don't like how much dark grass there is in this place? Can I just acknowledge that, please? Because it's kind of ridiculous. Alright. Run up here. It's like this is a spot where I can jump up. Run back. Oh! Okay, looks like I'll be getting that item later then. Everything is covered in snow. So I just need to run until I can find where the... I don't think I need a repel. Okay, here we go. Of course, of freaking hijinks. All right, let's save. Save one more time because I'm just kind of paranoid like that. And here we go. Kyurem, the last legendary Pokemon of Pokemon Black and White, I presume. All right, first things first. Last quick ball, go! Will you please work, please work, please work? Oh, I have to fight this thing for real. Okay. Kyurem is kind of an oddball, to say the least. It has a lot of really great traits and a lot of bad ones. And it results in a very mixed bag Pokemon overall. So first, let's get the bad out of the way. Its type is not especially great defensively. It is an Ice Dragon type, which while the Dragon type does negate some of Ice's weaknesses, it does mean that it's still pretty weak against a lot of common stuff, including fighting, rock, and steel. It has great speed and great, like, offensive stats, but nothing spectacular, and it does have pretty weak defenses. It's definitely an oddball, to say the least. It comes with a signature move, but that signature move is pretty weak. It's Glaciate, a slightly stronger variant of Icy Wind, an ice type move that, in double battles, hits both opponents and lowers the opponent's speed. That makes Kyurem great for double battles, but not so much single battles. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird Pokemon, and I'm not entirely sure how to feel about it a good chunk of the time. It's not bad, it's just not as good as I think it could have been. Alright. Chipping it away slowly with Earthquake. Never thought I'd use the word chip and Earthquake in the same word, in the same sentence. There it is using Glaciate on me. Alright, Marina, you're probably the thing that will resist this thing the most. Plus, you have proven with that fight against Ghetsis' Hydreigon that you're actually a lot bulkier than the rest of the team is. Chip it down until it gets into the red. There we go. Okay, let's start chucking balls at it. All right, let's start with a Dusk Ball. We're in the cave, so it should be at max odds. Come on. 1, 2, There's 3. Ah! Endeavor. That's gonna lower me down to... Ooh, I should probably heal. Max potion, go! Using Dragon Pulse. Oh! Oh, no. The Scuff you got there at wall this thing, especially considering you got what leftovers. All right, let's check another dust ball and see if that makes a difference. 1. No. Okay. All right, max potion, heal up Scuff. So I kind of want to PP solve, but not for too long. All right, bag, and let's throw another Dusk Ball at it. Because I need to not be spending too much time trying to stall this thing. Nothing, okay. Using Glaciate. Use next Pokemon, Hanako. Let's hope that you can survive a few hits from this thing. Thankfully, it doesn't have too many physical moves, I feel, so it should be in the clear for Flame Body. Okay, come on. No! Okay, bag and another dust... Excuse me, another Dusk Ball. Okay, come on. Nope. Please survive a Glaciate. Please survive a Glaciate. I am crossing my fingers. Please survive a Glaciate. Oh, you survived it pretty well, actually. Okay. So let's... I think there's enough turns this path. Let's try a Timer Ball. Nothing! Okay, come on. 1, 2, 3. No! Okay, come on. Another timer roll. Go! 1. No! Please endure a hit from Dragon Pulse. Please, 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 please. Oh! Tranquil! Alright. Let's do a little Hail Mary play. Let's chuck a nest ball at it, see where it gets me. 1. No! Regular Pokeball? I'm just doing whatever silly thing I can. 1, 2, 3? I would have lost it. Oh, you avoided Glaciate. Yeah, another opportunity to chuck a stupid ball. Go. No. Good night. I would have laughed my butt off if either the nest ball or the regular Pokeball worked. I would have lost it if that happened. All right, let's try again. All right, so first, quick ball, go. No, nothing. Okay, so let's start weakening this thing down. Thunder, go. If you could paralyze, that would be great. Yeah, go. That's a good spider. That's a good spider. All right. Next, let's do Petrie. Weaken it down. So I know we could endure a lot of earthquakes, so let's try Rock Slide. Super effective, same type of attack bonus. Don't knock it out. Thank you. And it's paralyzed, which means I can chip it down just a tiny bit more with Earthquake. Don't knock it out. Don't knock it out. Don't knock it out. Don't knock it out. Wait, how much health did it have left? Endeavor will tell me. 4 HP. Yes. Okay. Duskball, go. Okay, come on, come on. No! Alright, Scuff, you seem to have survived a couple hits from this thing. Alright, last item used, go Duskball. Come on, baby, come on. 1. No! Come on, Scuff, you can take a Dragon Pulse to the face, right? Yeah! Alright. Another Duskball. No! Glaciates. Okay. Next Pokemon, let's do Marina. Let's try something else. Let's try Timer Ball. I think enough turns has passed. 1. No! Come on, be paralyzed. Yes! Come on. 1. No! All right, let's heal up a little bit. There we go. Glaciates. Marina should be able to survive a hit from this. I think. Yep. All right. Let's try the stupid ball. Let's try Nest Ball. One, 2, 3. That would have been the funniest thing if that caught it. On to go. All right, Dust Ball, let's try another one of these. I tried out the stupid ball, maybe one of the good balls will actually do it. No! Kyurem is paralyzed, good. Maybe you like pink? One. Not much affinity for the color, eh? Okay. Alright. Bag. You know, I really think you would like pink, Kyurem. You just strike me as the kind of guy who likes pink. No? Huh. Maybe blue? Maybe you like blue? One, two, three. He likes blue! Kyurem, the boundary Pokemon. It generates a powerful freezing energy inside itself, but its body became frozen when the energy leaked out. No, I won't give it a nickname. Oh yeah, I'm still weak enough to... Delibird. Oh... I might as well put you out of your misery. Delibird is one of the weakest Pokemon ever, only knowing Present naturally. And Present is one of the worst moves ever. It could either be 20 power, 40 power, 120 power, or heal your opponent. And heck, even if you teach the TMs, it's still not good at using them. And its type is weak defensively. Ice Flying is really weak defensively. Like one rock move and it's over for Delibird. I want to like Delibird, but man, it's just hard to do it when it's so weak. All right. Effect war repels effect war off, so let's put up another repel. Guess while we're running around, I might as well talk about a little bit of a lore thing involving Kyurem, as well as what Lacunosa Town is slightly based off of. Because Lacunosa Town is based off of a real town that had a meteorite crash into the earth. Like, it's known for meteorites. Oh, TM13 Ice Beam. I'll go over that in a second. That has meteorites sightings and crash sites. Kyurem is implied to be from outer space and that it crash landed in a meteorite creating the giant chasm. And that the monster that everybody is afraid of is Kyurem. In Lacunosa Town, the monster that everybody is afraid of is Kyurem, which emerged from that meteorite. I don't know, I just found that kind of interesting. Especially considering that there are confirmed, like, alien Pokemon, like Deoxys, and even Clefairy is considered to be an alien because of the Moonstones that it evolves with. But, okay. Let's look at what our Kyurem is like. Let's see, you're a rash nature and is mischievous. So that's plus its special attack minus special defense. It's actually not a bad trait to have. And you know, Glaciate, Dragon Pulse, and Endeavor. Oh, in person. Okay. So with that, with the exception of Challenger's Cave, which, like I said, I'm not too interested in doing, all there is left is re-challenging the league and a certain thing in Undella Town. But that'll have to be saved for next time. So, next time on Pokemon Black and White, we take on some of the hardest fights in the game. So switch over to my just chatting screen and that'll be about it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you comment, like, subscribe, follow, all that stuff. And yeah, Wednesday I'll be continuing Kingdom Hearts, and then after that it'll just be kind of the normal schedule. Friday will be Zelda Fridays with more Twilight Princess, and next week, a week from today, will be more Pokemon Black and White, and will possibly be the final stream for Pokemon Black and White. Not entirely sure. We'll see how it goes. But with that, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, and you all have a good rest of your day. This is Chronofahx, signing out.